I confess I'm obsessive about content. I've probably written 15 to 20,000 pages of content in my time. I've been sent all over the world to teach copywriters. I wrote the instructions for all of the marketing people at IBM at one point during my revenue coaching days. So I'm very familiar with content. We have a dedicated managing editor here who manages our writers, takes a first pass on the review of all the writing, and then I get my turn. So I look at every single piece of content that we generate for our clients. We make sure that all of the content we write is top of the line and state of the art, and that it meets the needs of your clients or customers when they are trying to make a buying decision. It positions you competitively, it works for the search engines, and it works for your customers. It's not marketing blah blah. It gets out of the way. It makes it super easy for them to get their questions answered. We know what their questions are and their desires and their concerns because we've interviewed them personally. I actually conduct the interviews myself, and then everyone who works on your account sees that data. There's a conversation report and then a summary and suggestions report or recommendations report. So we all take that as our Northern Star when we're writing content. Every piece has relevance to your marketplace. All of our writers are US based because most of our clients are selling to a US audience exclusively. Some of them sell overseas. In those cases, we decide whether we should use an overseas writer or someone in the US, but that's a decision we can make together. The goal of all of this, again, is to make it easy for customers to buy. So the content is very informative. There's no fluff. There's no marketing blah blah. There's no generic talk. It's all very specific, which is what your customers are looking for. You know, when we think like buyers, if we take off our seller hat for a few minutes and think like our buyers and think about our buying experiences and how seldom manufacturers or producers of certain offerings don't answer our very specific questions, we realize, yes, we have to do a better job of content. We have to be rigorous about it and thoughtful and conscientious. We have to write content that's really going to work for your customers. So that's what we do. And yes, we're obsessive about it. Everyone on the staff is obsessive about the content. And it pays. It pays off for you. That's one of the ways we grow revenue.